Yesterday, I had the privilege to spend half a day in the Mark Pascoe Sand Pit, organised by Pete Fillard of the International Water Centre. It was a well spent afternoon in a workshop setting with three speakers and work to do. Pete asked us to consider different scenarios and four questions. All questions were around the topic of why should we care about water and how can we influence more people, more organisations to care about water. The speakers, Mike Foster, Johanna Johnson, Peter Browning, provided us with food for thought. Mike presented the government and customer view. Johanna showed us about what Water Logan were up to, and Peter gave us some frameworks to think about how to drive change in our communities. So this article talks to three questions based on my experience of yesterday's thoughtful discussion, my 30 years experience in water engineering as a chemical engineer, and my research into innovation and how to power change. So I'll talk about why should we care about water? How can we influence others to care about water? And what is the biggest roadblock in securing that very care? So why should we care about water? When I graduated from university 30 years ago, I knew I wanted to work in water. Water is the next oil, I thought. Elizabeth echoed that very thought just yesterday. Water is more valuable than oil to life. We can live with oil, but try living without water. Yet we treat water like something we can waste, that we have in abundance, and we undervalue it. As Jo Keller said, what we spend on water per day for two people is less than a cup of coffee. Yet we cannot bear the idea of council increasing its water rates to pay for much needed infrastructure. Why is that? Now, how can we influence others to care about water? How can we influence our community and the key players in the game to care about water? Our table thought it boiled down to organisations, government and private, being more connected to community. Because community cares about water. They live with the reality of the scarcity of water, the importance of it to grow crops, to feed stock and to sustain life. Somehow, the connection from the big influencers who have the power to change has been disconnected from the heart of who they purport to serve, the community and their customers that buy from them, who sustain them. So why can't they connect? What is the biggest roadblock in securing more care? Money is what Elizabeth said. I look at this and sigh. Unfortunately, our current economy is powered by money. All of the influence is in money, no matter where you look. It drives ego, it drives competition, it disconnects. What if our economy was driven by communicating, learning, and sharing? What would that look like? What if the big, powerful organisations, government departments, were somehow forced or driven to engage? I mean, really engage with their customers and their community. What would that look like? I wonder, could we do this with a focus on trust? If we had truly trustworthy organisations that serve their community, would they see the real value of water? For they would know to have a thriving community, we must protect and we must invest. We must share the water with each other and with the environment. Without a thriving environment, there will be no thriving community and ultimately no thriving organisation. So how can an organisation be more trustworthy? Fiona said, be transparent. We can be transparent by telling stories and sharing our experiences, our needs with others. We all have needs at every level, and they will be different. If we share them, we can understand them better, and then we can manage them better. Of course, not forgetting the environment needs. Wouldn't we be in a better place if we just understood each other's needs? Many thanks to Pete for organising a very special and thought-provoking event. Yes, Mark was definitely there in spirit. He would have enjoyed every bit of it. I will certainly be looking forward to the next Sandpit event, and I hope to see you there.